Mighty Sharp Show. We in the building here. I'm here with my man Garrett from the band All Things New. How you doing today, brother?
Dude, it's going good, man. We're in the van, you know? It was too loud outside during sound check, so we moved this thing in the van, but it's all good.
Right. See, when you backstage, it gets a little loud. You know what I mean. So you got to make do. So we got this VIP van, setting it off with all the accoutrements and all of that stuff like this. But how are you excited to be in Vegas to perform?
Yo, man, I love Vegas, love the people. They're super cool. It's such a energetic city, you know? Everyone's going really fast, really great people. You know, SOS Radio is awesome. Excited about our new single. They're playing it a lot, so excited to play that today. And I think it rains what, like 3 inches, 4 inches a year, and it's raining this weekend that we're here. But you know what? The people of Vegas are showing up. They got their umbrellas, and it's gonna be good. And I'm excited.
Yeah, it is an amazing turnout as well. I mean, even with the rain, with like you said, 4 or 5 days a year it rains. But you're from Nashville, and you know what? I've seen so many. I don't want to say acts, but groups or artists, if you will, coming out of Nashville. It's like this pipeline, and it seems like that's the place to be if you're really trying to do anything, big like that. But how did you guys really get your start in terms of coming together as a band?
Yeah, so Nashville definitely is blowing up. I'm from Nashville. I was born there. So it's actually kind of rare. It's like a lot of people, it's more of a transplant city, like you're saying. Like a lot of people are moving there. The economy's great. And as far as being a musician or in a band or an artist or songwriter, whatever it is, it's just good to be there because it's a good location as far as touring goes. So you're kind of more centrally located. But so like I said, lived there till I was about 10. Then I moved down to Florida, and when I was 15 years old, we played our first show together. Our band, we had a terrible band name at the time. It wasn't All Things New. I'm gonna spare myself the embarrassment of saying it. But yeah, man. So we started like at FCA, Florida Christian Athletics, and stuff like that, doing worship, and really just had a heart for the church and a heart for youth and a heart for worship, and started writing songs, and then it just grew from there. Got signed about four years ago. So man, we're pretty young doing this. We're on our second record, and we're all about 24 years old. So it's really cool. I'm really excited. We've known each other forever. Like our piano player and drummer Drew and Luke, they've known each other since they were like 5 years old. They're both their dads started a church together where our band's from in Deltona, Florida. So it's a band of brothers, man. It's really cool. Deep roots, man, and it's we seen each other through the good times and the bad, but it's family. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, and let me ask you that too, man, because I mean, this is Vegas, and I'm sure there's a lot of aspiring musicians and guys that are trying to come up, and they'll see you guys on stage and be like, "Man, I want to do that." But you just kind of spoke to how far along you guys have been. Could you maybe talk to just some aspiring artists who are, wanting to still have a heart for ministry, but wanting to do it on a larger level, and not that you guys are all the way where you want to be yet, but just this is a pretty big venue to do this in, but what does it really take in terms of the dedication? People always see just the finished product, so to speak, but what does it really take in terms of the sacrifice and the things you guys have had to do just to get to this point?
yeah, I'm just gonna speak into that for a second. I think that's something that we're always thinking about, and we get asked a lot. And the reality of it is, we've been signed for about 4 years, gone on incredible tours, toured with some of the biggest names in Christian music, and I still work waiting tables at PF Chang's. You know what I'm saying? Like in Nashville. So it's like everyone's like, "Oh man, well when did you arrive? When did you get here? When was your big moment?" It's like, I don't know, man. I'm still searching for it. You know what I'm saying? But I believe what God has called me to do, and I have a peace in my heart about this. And if that means I have to work a side job to keep pursuing this, then I have to. I think what you have to ask yourself: are you in it for the money? Are you in it for the fame? Because if that's true, then man, just like peace out now, because it's not there. Music, not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but it's just not what it was 20 years ago, 15 years ago. But the reason I do this is because I believe there's a calling on my life. I believe there's a purpose on what I'm doing. I believe that me sharing my story with someone who is struggling like I struggled with, I hope that I can encourage them, and I could point them to the cross and point them to Jesus and the hope that we have in Christ. And that's what keeps me motivated. So if that's leading worship at your church, keep doing it. If that's writing songs in your home just because you love doing it, keep doing it. But it does take a lot of hard work. I think timing is huge. There's a lot of talented guys, way more talented than me, that can sing the phone book and will never get a shot. You know what I'm saying? But do it because you love it, and do it because you have to do it. Like I have to write songs because it's in me. I have to get it out because I believe in the purpose of this.
Man, well, he pretty much summed it up right there. This is Garrett from the band All Things New. Pretty soon they're going to get on stage, kill it, of course. Please support them. I mean, you just heard his whole testimony right there. I mean, and a lot of people see, man, Cutlass is on stage, you know, or Toby Mac. Toby Mac was just here, an amazing show. We caught that. But you see where the beginnings are and the origins is nothing's made overnight. So, man, much support to you. Thank you for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate the time. Be blessed, you guys. Check them out, though, as well. All right, we're here at Spirit Fest. Looking for a great time. Be blessed.